This table is not for you, sit over there. That day Mason's contempt pierced my chest like a needle. Weeks later his wedding was cancelled, all vendors withdrew. Brooke returned the ring, all plans turned to nothing. I sat at my own table, hand around champagne, smiling calmly, while he frantically called on the phone, face red, nowhere to escape. That day my parents smiled without explanation, as if everything was natural. Brooke lowered her head, chatting with friends, completely ignoring me. I slowly walked to the folding chair, steps firm. Fingers touched the back, a long buried anger surged. The restaurant lights, soft jazz playing lightly. I was placed in the corner like a forgotten shadow. Mason still confident, showing off his humor to others. Parents nodded approval, clearly still under his control. I sat down, put champagne on the floor, movements calm, restrained. Waiter brought water, I nodded silently. Guests raised glasses, laughing, atmosphere lively and easy. I watched quietly, eyes calm, secretly recording everything. Mason gave a speech talking about family and happiness. Mother teary-eyed, Brooke sweet words, all joy. I completely ignored, no one cared if I ate. Every laugh felt like needles, reminding me of my marginal place. Cake placed on table, guests raised glasses to celebrate. I sat on folding chair, hand brushing champagne bottle, silent. Bill arrived, waiter stopped in front, spoke softly. I looked up, smiled, this is not my table, I will not pay. Guests froze, air solidified. Mason's face stiff, mouth slightly open, unable to speak. Mother pressed lips, eyes flickering, looking helpless. Father straightened, clearly shocked by my action. Brooke's father frowned, clearly sensing trouble. Guests whispered, atmosphere turned from joy to oppression. I slowly stood, picked up coat, movements steady. You say this is family table, then naturally I do not belong. Waiter frozen, bill burning hot in hand. I said nothing else, took card to pay, deposit, movements calm, decisive. Mason's face red, anger and helplessness mixed. Mother tried to persuade, voice trembling, unable to suppress fact. I turned towards stairs, steps steady, each step with resolve. Night wind on face, as if blowing away years of repression. Back home, suit still on hand, holding unopened champagne. Phone rang, Mason texted, tone urgent, you cannot pay first. Mother immediately sent email, words soft but tinged with blame. I stayed silent, no reply, leaving them unable to control situation. Days later Mason kept calling, voice anxious, trembling. I calmly answered, told him joint account closed. Funds transferred to private account, my own savings. He panicked, fingers trembling, not knowing what to do. Mason tried accusing me of jealousy, claiming angry because of father's support. I lightly laughed, reminded him, you do not belong to my table. Brooke then called, tone low, sincere. She admitted never realized the truth behind the dinner. Her father furious, discovering Mason's deception. I listened calmly, responding without blame. Brooke finally decided to end engagement, wedding plans cancelled. Her father issued formal notice, Mason trapped, unable to argue. Family group chat completely silent, Mason could no longer contact me. Aunt Karen called, affirming my choice and decision. She stated parents long relied on me, Mason had taken advantage. I felt rare recognition and relief listening to her words. I reorganized life, planned postponed trip to Spain. Bought new headphones, immersed in books, learning boundaries and family relations. Consulted therapists, understanding self-worth and healthy relationships. Every step turned past repression into self-control power. Parents gradually sent brief messages, attitude adjusting. Mother invited me for Thanksgiving, respecting my choice. Mason's work struggled, life changed, avoiding all contact. Brooke returned ring, all vendors cancelled, plans past dissolved. I enjoyed free time, rebuilt life rhythm. Books, travel, music, healing, gradually built my own table. Past efforts no longer exploited, silent debts fulfilled. Every breath filled with strength, humiliation turned to self-respect. Champagne placed on bookshelf, symbolizing independence and victory. Family saw everything but could not blame, only admit facts. Mason's arrogance completely shattered expression, uncontrolled, no way to plead. Parents realized responsibility and recognition have insurmountable boundary. Brooke privately thanked, admitting dinner revealed true character strength. She stated details previously ignored, now key to judging marriage value. I smiled calmly, no showing off, only freedom and clarity in heart. Years of suppressed anger and resentment responded with calm rationality. Family relations no longer control my life, I confident and steady. Past shadows faded, I sat at my own table enjoying dignity. New life began, every choice under my control. Travel, reading, learning, healing, constructing inner world. Parents realized mistakes but no longer forced compromise. Mason learned to face reality, still struggling in chaos. I no longer involved in manipulation or expectations, life boundaries clear. Every breath belongs to me, no longer sacrificing for others. Past efforts became today's strength, silence earned respect. Every action proves I deserve to be seen and respected. I put away champagne's symbol of victory and independence. Parents acknowledge mistakes but cannot regain lost control. Mason faced reality, expression ashamed, unable to resist. Parents finally admitted he long held privilege while I endured injustice. Brooke privately thanked, maintaining dignity, handling everything. She pointed out dinner exposed Mason's selfishness, father furious. I calmly responded without blame, only recorded facts. Past oppression, humiliation, neglect finally had response. Family group chat silent, Mason lost contact, life returned to order. I traveled, read, studied, healed, gradually established new routine. I controlled life, decided own pace and boundaries. Past ignored efforts now turned to respect and strength. Parents sent brief, respectful messages, no longer pressured. Mother invited gathering, fully respecting my choice. Mason's work unstable, life changed, avoiding confrontation. Brooke returned, ring vendors cancelled, old plans vanished. I rebuilt life, rhythm alone, free and steady. Books, travel, music, healing, constructed my own table. Past efforts no longer exploited, silent debts fulfilled. Every breath full of strength, humiliation turned into self-respect. Family saw everything, could not blame, only admit facts. Mason's arrogance shattered, expression uncontrolled, pleading impossible. Parents realized boundary between responsibility and recognition unavoidable. Brooke privately thanked, saw true character strength, acknowledged dinner revealed problem. I smiled calmly, no showing off, only freedom and clarity. Years of suppressed anger and resentment met with calm, rational response. Family relations no longer dominate life, I confident, steady. Past shadows receded, I sat at my own table enjoying dignity.